Get ready to receive today's darshan and satsang.
Nithyanandam, Kailasa welcomes you all to the Nityotsava celebrations. Puja is where we mirror our brains with the powerful neurological activity of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, who is the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva. Here, in this auspicious moment of space time, through this puja, we will access the higher vertical time zones. Let us now offer our heartfelt gratitude and devotion to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and all his deities in Kailasas around the world.
ॐ सहस्रदलपङ्कजे सकलशीतरश्मिप्रभं वराभयकराम्बुजं विमलगन्धपुष्पाम्बरम् प्रसन्नवदने क्षणं सकलदेवतारूपिणं स्मरेत् शिरसि हंसकं तदभिधानपूर्वं कुर्वन् अथ धूपः ॐ धूरसि धूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वदयोस्मान् धूर्वदितं धूर्वयं वयं धूर्वामस्त्वं देवानामसि संस्थितमं वप्रतमं ज्येष्ठतमं मन्यतमं देवहूतममृतमसि हविर्दानं त्रिगुंहस्वमाह्वाः मित्रस्य त्वा चक्षुषा प्रेक्षेर्मा संविक्रामात्वाहिगं शिशुम् श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः धूपमाग्रापयामि अथ दीपः ॐ उद्दीप्य स्वजातवेदो भग्निं निर्वृतिं मम पशुभृत्यमग्यमापः जीवनं च दिशो दिशा मानोहिकं श्रीर्जातवेदो कामश्वं पुरुषं जगत् अभिद्रदग्नागहि श्रिया मा परिपादया श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः दीपं सन्दर्शयामि अथ नैवेद्यम् ॐ मधुवादारतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीन सन्तोषधीः मधुरक्तमुदोषधि मधुमत्पाति मधुम्रजः मधुद्योरस्तु नः पिता मधुमान्नो वनस्पतिर्मधुभागं अस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः मधु 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 श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यानन्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि नीराजनम् ॐ साङ्ग्रहण्येष्ट्यायजते इमां जनतागुं सङ्ग्रहाणीति द्वादशारक्तेन जना भवति द्वादशमासाः संवत्सरः संवत्सरमेवावरुद्धे मौञ्जी भवति ऊर्वैमुञ्जाः ऊर्जमेवावरुद्धे चित्रानक्षत्रं भवति चित्रं वा एतत्कर्म कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तम्भस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् योगभट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलम् ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलम् कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्री नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम् परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम् हरि ओम् तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम्।
Paramashiva's direct message from Kailasa. Restful awareness, which is generated by the tremendous trust and surrender to the whole, is the catalyst for manifestation. Understand? Manifestation does not happen when you fight life, force life, threaten life, manipulate life, or psychologically blackmail life. If you see my own experience of feeding Ganesha, when I first tried to force him, he did not eat. When I tried to fight with him, he did not eat. When I tried to threaten him, he did not eat. When I tried to manipulate him, he did not eat. When I tried to psychologically blackmail him, he did not eat. When I surrendered, he ate. Understand? Manifestation happens when you become available to life. Existence is intelligence. Existence is alive. Existence is responsive. Existence is continuously available to manifest what you want when you are available to it. Existence is not dead. No. That is why whenever I use the word Parabrahmam, Paramburul, I always try to use the Paramashiva along with it. When I say Paramashiva, you all feel, yes, he is alive, living. When I say Parabrahmam, you feel very vague. That is why I use the word Paramashiva Paramburul, Paramashiva Parabrahmam. Alive, living. Karmam palantaral kartana dhanayal karmam kada ulo undi para means the karta is a living existence. Due to his command, the karma gives the result. Don't think the whole existence is on autopilot mode. He is alive, living, responding. If you put your life autopilot mode, existence also will treat you in autopilot mode. That is what is that habitual thinking and habitual karma life. But if you understand existence is alive, living, kicking around, and connect, it will respond to you in a living way. So listen. Paramashiva is not remote, abstract, formless absence sitting somewhere far away from your life. He is here. Paramashiva is living consciousness, immediate presence in you, as you, through you, and around you. The whole struggle of human beings is that they try to manifest from agitation, fear, overthinking, self-talk, insecurity, and inner argument. then they wonder why life is not responding. Understand very clearly. Life is responding, but your inner noise is louder than life's intelligence. Your inner noise is louder than life's intelligence. Bring restful awareness. The moment your self-noise relaxes, surrender happens. The moment surrender happens, intelligence starts flowing. The moment intelligence starts flowing, manifestation becomes effortless, precise, and spontaneous. Universe, Paramashiva, is pure intelligence waiting to manifest through you and for you. Universe, Paramashiva, is pure intelligence waiting to manifest through you and for you. Listen. The whole manifestation science presented in the Western world is incomplete because surrender is missing. That is why all modern manifestation techniques work only till one point and then collapse into exhaustion, fear, and self-doubt. Surrender completes manifestation. Surrender triggers miracle. Surrender is plan for miracle. Surrender makes your manifestation immediate because surrender removes the inner obstruction between you and cosmic intelligence. Today's message, the whole message of today's satsang, listen carefully. Surrender is not passive sleeping or collapsing into your exhaustion. No. It is restful awareness. Dehydrated mental fog cannot be meditation even though the number of thoughts is less when you are dehydrated and have a mental fog. Listen. Dehydrated mental fog, even though there is less number of thoughts, can never become meditation. Fully hydrated, fresh, alive, but restful is meditation. Same way, when you are exhausted, when you are beaten, left, right, center, up, down, with the self-doubts, self-hatred, self-denial, guru doubt, guru hatred, guru denial, all these kind of moods, and you are feeling exhaustion and collapsing into that powerlessness is not surrender. Surrender is restful awareness, knowing Paramashiva is a living being. He knows all your attempts to manifest, what you consciously want, now how your unconsciousness is struggling, how your own STHT is struggling. Knowing Paramashiva knows all this, and he will manifest only consciously what I want. That trust is surrender. Surrender leads to manifestation. Listen. When you bring surrender, you know only your conscious decisions, consciously what you want will manifest, not your vague fears or sudden stress spikes. All those will not manifest because they are not consciously what you want to manifest. This restful awareness is surrender. The universe is not dead matter, it is living conscious. First, you need to understand the basic metaphysics. Universe is not an accident, not a dead object, and not an unconscious field of random movement. If you think existence is dead, you will try to conquer it. If you know existence is conscious, you will learn to commune with it. If you think life is mechanical, you will live in fear, planning, and control. If you know life is intelligence, you will live in relationship, trust, and receptivity. The whole sacred science begins when you stop looking at life as an object and start relating to life as intelligence. That is why in the space of surrender, prayer becomes possible, trust becomes possible, manifestation becomes possible. That is why I am repeating. Never look at the people around you as a resource. Look at them as Paramashiva, possibility. When you see them as Paramashiva possibility, life becomes Kailasa. Chandogya Upanishad declares, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma Tacchalaniti Santa Upasitaha. Means all this is Brahman. From it, the universe comes forth. In it, the universe merges. And in it, the universe breathes. Therefore, a man should meditate on Brahman with calm mind. I tell you, when you become calm mind, you will see Brahman is breathing through you. Brahman is thinking through you. Brahman is holding the space. Brahman is planning for manifestation. And Brahman is manifesting. This is the direct revelation in Chandogya Upanishad. That all this is not separate from the divine and the whole universe is living in that, moving in that, breathing in that. If all this is Brahman, then existence is not dead matter. Existence is sacred presence. If all this is Brahman, then manifestation is not forcing something outside you. Manifestation is aligning with the intelligence that is already pervading everything. That is why more you rest in surrender, the more the universe becomes available to you. Listen. Paramashiva is in all beings as the inner self. This truth I am revealing is very important. Paramashiva is not only the cosmic intelligence pervading the universe, Paramashiva is the indwelling conscious presence in everything. He is not only around you, He is in you. He is not only the source of existence, He is the inner self of your existence. When you understand this, your whole relationship with prayer changes. Your whole relationship with surrender changes. And your whole relationship with manifestation changes. The Svetaswara Upanishad declares, Eko Devaha Sarva Bhuteshu Kotaha Sarva Vyapi Sarva Bhudantaratma Karmatyaksha Sarva Bhutadivasaha Sakshi Cheta Kevalu Nirgunascha. One God is hidden in all beings. He is all-pervading, the inner self of all, who presides over all actions, dwells in all beings, the witness, the only one without inequalities. Understand the truth of this revelation. The divine is hidden in all beings, all-pervading, the inner self of all, and presiding over all actions. This means your life is not disconnected from the divine. Your action is not disconnected from the divine. And your possibility is not disconnected from the divine. The problem is not absence of divine intelligence. The problem is the layers of self-talk, fear, reaction, contraction, and self-importance that make you unavailable to that intelligence. The moment those layers relax, surrender happens naturally. The moment surrender happens, the inner indwelling intelligence starts expressing as clarity, direction, timing, right action, right cognition, right situation, and manifestation. Listen. Just yesterday, somebody asked me the question, oh, I practiced whatever you said, that I am Paramashiva, but I am not manifesting what I want. I asked her to explain her thought currents. Finally, I gave one simple example. She immediately understood. See, when you think you are poor, empty, not having, you are one. But when you feel, when you desire, you are Paramashiva, you are infinity. From infinity, you can't feel, you don't have something, you are not manifesting something. When you feel you are not manifesting, you have again jumped back from infinity to one. So the one cannot manifest. So listen carefully. Your inner space should not be jumping from infinity to one. It should be jumping from infinity to zero if at all you need to rest. If at all you are not able to be holding that infinity continuously, your default state, your normal state should be zero, not one, your ego. Listen, zero is restful awareness surrender. Infinity is Paramashiva. One is your ego. Always great to be in infinity as a normalcy. Even if you miss the restful awareness, surrender should be your parking spot, default emotion baseline, not the one, your ego. Zero is restful awareness, one is ego, infinity is Paramash. Either be in infinity or in restful awareness, zero, never be one. The moment surrender happens, the inner indwelling intelligence starts expressing as clarity, direction, timing, right action, right cognition, and manifestation. Paramashiva is more immediate than your mind and more intimate than your breath. Human beings imagine God as far, and that imagination itself becomes the abstract. The truth is, divine is not far from you. The divine is closer than your thoughts, deeper than your emotions, and more intimate than your own breath. If Paramashiva were far away, spirituality would be struggle. If Paramashiva is immediate, spirituality is existential and experiential. Because Paramashiva is already present, surrender is not importing God into your life. Surrender is dropping your refusal to notice, dropping your conformational bias, you are human being, the deep brainwashing done to you by the unconscious society. Because Paramashiva is already present, surrender is not importing God into your life. Surrender is dropping your refusal to notice Him and the conformational bias. You are human and separate ego. The 10th chapter, 20th verse, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna declares, Aham Atma Kutakesha Sarva Bhutashayastitaha Ahamadischa Madhyamcha Bhutanam Andayevacha. Means, O Arjuna, I am seated in the heart of all living entities. I am the beginning, middle, and end of all beings. This is the direct statement of indwelling divinity. The divine is seated in the heart of all beings. That means the center of your being is not emptiness, not loneliness, not abandonment, but the living presence of the divine. Upanishad, first canto, 22nd verse declares, Shrotrasya shrotram manaso manoyat vachoha vachasau pranasya pranaha chakshuhu adimushya dhiraha pretyasmal lokat amrita bhavanti. It is the ear of the ear, mind of the mind, tongue of the tongue, also life of the life, eye of the eye, being disabused of false notion, the wise having left this body become immortal. Listen, even once when you are in this body, you understand the ultimate is tongue of your tongue, eye of your eye, mind of your mind, ear of your ears, life of your life, you will become immortal, whether you have this body or not. Understand this deeply. He is the mind of the mind and the life of the life. He is not another object in your life. He is the very power because of which life is alive in you. He is not one more thought in your head. He is the source because of which the mind functions at all. Once this is understood, surrender becomes intelligent. You stop trying to manufacture life from your isolated ego and start relaxing into the living source of life itself. Once you understand this truth, you intelligently surrender to the existence, not surrender your intelligence. You will surrender with intelligence. You will surrender intelligently. You may think, ask, how surrender leads to manifestation? Listen. Because when you don't surrender, when you don't make zero as your default emotional baseline, one, ego will become your default emotional baseline. Now listen carefully. Ego is the interference. From here the deeper science begins. Surrender leads to manifestation for one very simple reason. Ego creates interference, surrender removes interference. Manifestation is not just desire plus effort. Manifestation is desire, cognition, energy, emotion, decision and action moving in one direction without contradiction. Listen. Manifestation is desire, cognition, energy, emotion, decision and action moving in one direction without inner contradiction. Ego never allows that one direction. Ego wants one thing, fears another thing, doubts a third thing, compares with a fourth thing, and defends a fifth thing, and already it's tired and dead. Already the ego is tired and you are dead. This means your energy is fragmented before life even starts responding. A fragmented inner space cannot produce integrated manifestation. Ego is not just pride. Ego is compulsive self-referencing. Ego is that inner mechanism which turns every signal into me, my story, my wound, my fear, my plan, my control, my timing, my past. My past. Shit. Ego is the inner mechanism which turns every signal. Even if you see entertainment reels, anything, any signal into me, my story, my wound, my fear, my plan, my control, and my timing, my past. Because of that, even when existence is guiding you, you misread it. Because of that, even when existence is guiding you, you misread it. Even when grace is functioning, you interfere. Even when life opens a door, ego asks for guarantees. Even when intuition arises, ego negotiates with it. Even when you pray, ego wants to remain the final authority. That's why the surrender is not emotional weakness. Surrender is the dropping of interference. The moment interference drops, the current starts flowing. The moment current starts flowing, the manifestation happens not with strain but with precision. Even modern neuroscience has started mapping this in its own language. In 2011, Dr. Judson Brewer and colleagues at Yale published in PNAS showed that experienced meditators had relative deactivation of the default mode network, especially the medial prefrontal cortex and posterior cingulate cortex. This default mode network is heavily associated with self-referential mental activity, the constant me processing. Understand the beauty of life and understand beauty of this. The rishis said long ago, your self-talk is the problem. Neuroscience now says your brain is a default self-referential loop. When self-referential noise quiets down, there's more clarity, more presence, more receptivity. There is no other network you need. Listen carefully. When you observe the observer or be with the restful awareness, the whole energy becomes different. There is also another network called the salience network, centered in the anterior insula and anterior cingulate cortex, which helps the brain detect what actually matters and shift attention. Spiritual language says surrender. Neuroscience language says reduced self-looping and better attentional switching. I tell you, both are pointing towards one experiential truth. When self-noise reduces, life becomes audible. That is why surrender leads to manifestation. Not because surrender is magic, because surrender removes the static between you and the intelligence of existence. Stop talking to yourself, start talking to Paramashiva in you. This is the most practical turning point. Stop talking to yourself and start talking to Paramashiva in you. Stop talking to yourself and start talking to Paramashiva in you. The whole day you are talking anyway. Nobody is silent inside. The question is not whether you are talking. The question is to whom you are talking. To whom are you talking? If you are talking only to yourself, you will create more anxiety, more incompletion, more fear, more self-justification, and more emotional noise. If you are talking to Paramashiva in you, the same inner space becomes prayer, guidance, cleansing, and communion. Talking to yourself is recycling the shit. Talking to Paramashiva is realignment. Opens surrender. Surrender does not start when you become weak. Surrender starts when you become intimate with your higher self, Paramashiva. Falling in love with your higher self is surrender. Trusting your higher self is surrender. Falling in love with the living Paramashiva in you is surrender. Not hating yourself and then surrendering. Not breaking yourself and then surrendering. Not humiliating yourself and then surrendering. No. Loving the highest possibility in you so deeply that you no longer want to live from the lower patterns, that is surrender. Surrender is not self-rejection. Surrender is higher self-romance. Surrender is when your relationship with your own inner divinity becomes more important than your relationship with your fear. Surrender is when you would rather listen to Paramashiva in you than to your panic in you. Attention becomes devotional. Your decision making becomes clean. And manifestation starts becoming exact. That is why I tell you, prayer is not begging. Prayer is keeping a live connection with the Paramashiva in you. Prayer is your higher self becoming the reference point. Prayer is your inner life becoming Kailasa instead of chaos. Across Vedanta, Yoganta, Smarta, Agamanta, the final flowering happens only with ultimate restful awareness and final surrender. Listen, whether you read and work through Vedanta, Agamanta, Yoganta, and Smarta, Puranas, anything. An Agamanta, the final breakthrough always happens only with the final surrender. In Vedanta, the problem is not lack of Brahman, the problem is ahamkara, misidentification, the false center. When that false center relaxes, truth shines. In Yoganta, Patanjali is extremely direct. Ishvara pranidhanatva. Over. Through surrender to Ishvara. And 45th Sutra again says, Samadhi siddhihi Ishvara pranidhanat. Through surrender to Ishvara, the perfection of Samadhi happens. Understand the force of this. Even in yoga, the culmination is not muscular effort. It is Ishvara Pranidhana, surrender. In the Puranic current also, the same law is shown. Husbands, human support. Only when the final surrender happened, Krishna himself interfered and protected her. These happenings are spiritual equations. The equation is this: where ego's private strategy ends, divine intervention begins. That is why the whole Hindu tradition respects surrender not as helplessness but as the highest intelligence. In Agamanta also, the whole sacred structure is not ego performance, it is avahana, offering, nyasa, samarpana, presence, invocation, becoming available. In Agamanta, the whole sacred structure is not ego performance, not become living in worship through the volume of your self-importance. The deity becomes living in you when your inner space becomes available. That is why all higher Hindu traditions culminate in some form of samarpana, restful awareness. Because ultimate manifestation is not produced by the lower self. Ultimate manifestation flowers when the lower self stops obstructing the higher presence. Be very clear. This is why manifestation techniques without surrender always hit a ceiling. They may increase desire. They may temporarily increase focus. They may stimulate emotion. Let me give you the gist of the whole satsang now. The universe is not dead matter. It is living consciousness. Existence is intelligence and intelligence is alive. Existence is intelligence and intelligence of the existence is alive as existence is alive. And existence is responsive. Paramashiva is not away from your life. Paramashiva is the canvas on which your life is happening, is the indwelling, living, conscious reality in you. He is in the heart of all beings. He is in the mind of the mind and life of the life. The problem is not that life is not listening. The problem is that your inner self-talk is too loud. Ego is interference. Self-reference is interference. Fear is the interference. Control is the interference. Inner contradiction is the interference. Surrender is the removal of interference. That is why surrender leads to manifestation. When interference drops, intelligence starts flowing. When intelligence starts flowing, clarity starts happening. When clarity starts happening, right action starts happening. When right action starts happening, manifestation starts happening. Stop talking only to yourself. Start talking to Paramashiva in you. Fall in love with your higher self, Paramashiva. Fall in love with the possibility in you that is already divine. That falling in love is surrender. That surrender is alignment. That alignment becomes the channel. That channel becomes the guidance. That guidance becomes the action. That action becomes manifestation. So catch the whole satsang in this one powerful cognition. Manifestation is not forcing life to obey you. Manifestation is life responding when you stop obstructing the intelligence already trying to manifest through you. Surrender is the opening. Paramashiva is. This completes the whole manifestation science. Now, sit. Just bring absolute restful awareness. Observe the observer. The observer in you is Paramashiva. So observe the observer. That is the ultimate surrender. I'll awaken your Kundalini Shakti and make Paramashiva manifest in you. I'll awaken the pure surrender in you so you can surrender to Paramashiva and Paramashiva can manifest in you. Oh, I bless you all with Paramadvaita. Paramashiva's direct message from Kailasa today. Trikala Sandhya is the way for Dharmartha Kama Moksha manifestation. Listen. Today I am initiating all the PSS participants into experiencing Nityatva and break free from time loop. Understand these teachings, these sacred secrets. You will really get what do you want. Just sankalpa matrena, just by the sankalpa, you will manifest it. The Trikala Sandhya, the power of Trikala Sandhya. See what Trikala Sandhya offers. In Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Vedic Sanatana Hindu Dharma, there are almost 10,000 living traditions right now. See, I do not know how many traditions existed, how many sampradayas existed. It is countless. Right now, I can say minimum 10,000 living sampradayas, traditions exist. In all 10,000, Trikala Sandhya was insisted. Trikala Sandhya is mandatory whether you are a Shaivite, Vaishnavite, Shakta, Gaumara, Ganavatya, Saura, or the Kuladevata Sampradayas, or the Guru Parampara Sampradayas, Advaiti, Visishtadvaiti, Dvaiti, Suddhadvaiti, Paramadvaiti. Any Varna, any Ashrama you belong to, everyone has to do Trikala Sandhya. Read the Puranas, whether Ravana taking the Atmalinga from Kailasa and going to Sri Lanka, or Vibhishana taking Ranganatha and going to Sri Lanka. When it is Sandhya, they have to do Sandhya Vandana. The Trikala Sandhya. Do you know, even in the war, during the war, the warriors before going to war, they do their Sandhya and go to war. Read Mahabharata. Vanaras do Trikala Sandhya. Rakshasa, Yaksha, Gandharva, Vanara, Nara. What is so important about Trikala Sandhya? Lakshmi Narayana Samhita says, Santya japa vinihastu karma balabhag bhavet yavajjivam trisandhyakrit bhavet surya samujvalaha. The one who performs trisandhya throughout life becomes radiant like a sun. The one who is devoid of sandhya japa remains bound to the karma. So this Trikala Sandhya is too important. But what is it about this sacred pattern, lifestyle, habit that makes so many people feel it holds a special key to transformation? How can such a simple daily discipline help you align with your desire and live with greater purpose? Trikala Sandhya is when the mind returns to one intention at three important moments of the day. That intention becomes stronger, clearer, and more deeply rooted within you. It's not merely a habit of writing or repeating words, but a method of conscious focus, emotional alignment, and inner discipline. There is something deeply fascinating about the numbers 3, 6, and 9. Listen. These numbers appear again and again in nature, rhythm, structure, and sacred symbolism of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. 3, 6, and 9. Three represents the beginning, first spark, the moment of intention. 6 represents balance, continuation, and the steady strengthening of what has been started. 9 represents completion, fulfillment, and the closing of a cycle. Together, These numbers create a powerful pattern of initiation, reinforcement, and embodiment. In Trikala Sandhya, this pattern becomes a daily rhythm for perfectly. Have you ever experienced a moment that felt too timely to ignore, such as meeting the right person at the right time? Trikala Sandhya helps you become more present to these moments by keeping your mind anchored to one clear intention. When your attention is steady, your awareness sharpens. When your awareness sharpens, you begin to notice opportunities, patterns, and inner guidance more clearly. This is how a simple daily practice can begin to change the way you think, feel, and respond. Trikala Sandhya is a structured daily practice of revisiting the same affirmation at 3 points of the day. It is designed to help you align your thoughts, feelings, and attention with one meaningful goal. The practice is simple, but its strength lies in repetition, consistency, and emotional presence. Understand the keyword, emotional presence. Be emotionally present during Trikala Sandhya. That is why Manusmriti says, Vidhi yangyat japayangyo visishto dasabirgunaihi upamsuhu syatchatagunaha sahasro manasasmrutaha, means the sacrifice of japa is superior to the ritual sacrifice like a homas by 10 times. Whispered japa is 100 times superior, and mental japa, where smriti, your emotion, is present, is 1,000-fold superior. Vidiyanya japayangyo visishto dasabirgunaihi upamsuhu syachatagunaha sahasro manasah smrutaha. So, if you are emotionally present, the Sandhya is 1,000-fold, not 1,000%, 1,000-fold great. The key is emotional presence. Be emotionally present during this Trikala Sandhya. It helps you to repeatedly align to Paramashiva and manifest. It helps prevent your intention from being lost in distraction, stress, or forgetfulness. It gives your day a sacred rhythm and your mind a clear direction. Instead of letting your thoughts wander in many directions, this practice teaches you to return to one chosen truth again and again. The practice of Trikala Sandhya follows a very simple and precise structure. 3 times in the morning, Write your intention or affirmation. Listen. See, Smarta Sampradaya has its own Sandhya. Vaishnava Sampradaya has its own Sandhya. Saiva Sampradaya has its own Sandhya. It's called Saiva Sandhya. I am giving you the Sandhya for those who want to manifest the quantum enlightenment, quantum entanglement, quantum manifestation Sampradaya Trikala Sandhya. Anyone wants to achieve quantum enlightenment, quantum entanglement, quantum manifestation for you. This is the Trikala Sandhya. Very simple and very precise. 3 times in the morning, write your intention, what you want to manifest and what you are. Actually, that is what you see. What you want to manifest, see, it is already done. This is what is you. Write your intention or affirmation, what you are, what you want to manifest. 6 times in the afternoon, same affirmation. 9 times at night. Write it again before sleeping. So listen. 3 times in the morning, the moment you wake up. 6 times in the afternoon, maybe after lunch. 9 times at night, before falling asleep. You should use the same affirmation throughout the day, turning to the same thought with the sincerity and consistency and emotional presence. In the morning, you write your goal or desire 3 times. In the afternoon, you repeat the same affirmation 6 times. Before bed, you write it again 9 times. For example, if you want to be healthy, wealthy, manifesting powers, fully enlightened, write, I am wealthy, healthy, manifesting all the powers, fully enlightened, one with Paramashiva. What is your ultimate? Whole thing describe in one affirmation as if already it is present. And it is already present, that's the truth. When you start practicing, you will start seeing it, that's all. So morning, when you wake up, 3 times. Afternoon, 6 times. Before bed, again 9 times. This is not just about writing words on a page, because the deeper purpose is to focus your mind and shape your inner world. Same intention. So understand, it's extremely simple, extremely powerful. The key is being emotionally present when you are writing, and consistency. That's all. The morning phase sets intention for the day. Writing your affirmation 3 times in the morning acts as the creative spark that begins your inner alignment. Afternoon phase amplifies the energy of that intention. Repeating the same affirmation 6 times in the afternoon helps you remain balanced, focused, and connected to your goal. The night phase completes the cycle. Writing the affirmation 9 times before sleeping helps imprint it more deeply into your subconscious, unconscious minds. In this way, Trikala Sandhya creates a full cycle of intention to feel the joy, gratitude, confidence, or peace connected to that reality. Listen. When you write or repeat your affirmation, Sankalpa, your Satya Sankalpa. Say, if you feel by writing you are going to become wealthy, it is called Sankalpa. If you feel you are already and you are manifesting it, it is called Satya Sankalpa. And if you feel that Satya Sankalpa as a normalcy in your emotional presence, it is Nitya Sankalpa. Listen. When you write or repeat your affirmation, you should feel its meaning as deeply as possible. You should visualize your goal as if it has already become real. Satya. You should allow yourself to feel the joy, gratitude, confidence, or the peace connected to that reality. That's what I call emotionally present, not emotionally charged or emotionally excited, emotionally present. Practice. Emotionally present gives strength to the words. Shraddha gives depth to the practice. It's not wishful thinking, because you are training your mind to live in alignment with what you are choosing to become. Repetition has a powerful effect on human mind. When you return to the same thought again and again and again, you begin to strengthen the pathways associated with that thought. The brain learns through repetition, and the mind becomes shaped by what it consistently revisits. You can think of it like walking over the same path in a field until a trail becomes visible and clear. In the same way, Trikala Sandhya creates a clearer and inner path. Words begin to carry personal meaning and energy. Joy, gratitude, confidence, and faith all deepen the effect of the practice. If you only repeat the words mechanically, the mind may hear them, but heart may not absorb them. If you are emotionally charged, at the most, you will get only high BP, nothing else. But if you are emotionally present with restful awareness, these truths will manifest. Heart will absorb them. If you repeat them with emotionally being present, the intention becomes more alive within you. This is why you should never rush through Trikala Sandhya. You should pause, breathe, and let each repetition become a moment of real inner connection, emotionally being present with Shraddha. attract opportunities effortlessly. 3 times. In the afternoon, you may repeat the same Satya Sankalpa, same affirmation 6 times with full emotionally present and Shraddha. As you do so, you should visualize yourself speaking clearly, carrying yourself with assurance, and moving through important situations with calm strength. At night, when you write it 9 times, you should feel emotionally present, gratitude, peaceful, as though this confidence is already present within you. This is not just imagination, because you are training your mind to accept and embody the reality which is inside you already. The greater new reality, new inner reality. Actually, it is not new. Greater inner Nithya, eternal reality. So it's not new. It's 12 o'clock, noon, sun is there. You are looking down here and there, and then look up. Suddenly you will say, oh, sun newly came. No, sun is there. Only now you saw. Your ultimate reality is always present. Only now you are seeing, you are aligning. So this is not just imagination. You are training your mind to accept and embody a new inner reality. Many people set goals with excitement, but lose momentum when life becomes busy. Just go to your garage and see how many shoes, gym equipments are the tools, devices to make your life easy. You bought it, it is delivered and not even opened. You will understand seeing those stuff, and actually you finally sell it in garage sale without even opening. Seeing those stuff, those materials, those things, those items, you can understand how quickly you lose inspiration and enthusiasm and momentum. Many people set goals with excitement but lose momentum when life becomes busy. Instead of saying, I want to change someday, you begin affirming that change in the present moment. Whoever says tomorrow I will start will never start. Only when you decide, I will, I am, starting today, transformation starts in your life. This shift from distant desire to present alignment is one of the most important strengths of the sadhana practice. You are no longer merely hoping for change, because you are actively shaping the way you think and feel each day. Listen. Trigala Sandhya carries a very powerful spiritual dimension. It reminds us that our inner state matters and that attention itself is a sacred force. Patanjali repeats interruption and with reverence. Sadhu dirka kalaha adara Nairandarya Satkara Asevito Dridabhumihi. Listen, life is all about practice, consistency, and emotionally present. Trigala Sandhya carries a very powerful spiritual dimension because it is so open. It's in the plain sight. You are missing it. It reminds us that our inner state matters and that attention itself is a sacred force. Your attention is a sacred force. When you return to the same intention, morning, afternoon, and night, you create a rhythm of remembrance. Emotionally present with sincerity, Shraddha, is what I call Smarana. This rhythm helps unite thought, feelings, and awareness. It becomes the greatest form of inner alignment with the life you are trying to build. It is like tuning yourself to a more conscious and purposeful state of being. The practice becomes not only it becomes a tool for reaching goals, but also a way of living with greater awareness. Some people may think a method this simple cannot be effective. No. Very often, the simplest practices are the most transformative when it is done consistently. Consistency is key. Emotionally present is key. Small daily actions have the power to create major internal changes over time. Just as simple as one habit these farmers carry. How many of you know that in our villages, our farmers carry the weight and walk? Just do that farmers carry every day. Hardly 10 minutes. How it will strengthen your body, you will understand. Just as simple habits can strengthen the body, simple mental disciplines can strengthen the mind. Simple habits make or break your body, make or break your mind. Trigala Sandhya works through steady, focused repetition rather than any big drama. Drama queens never attack. Shraddha means emotionally present with sincerity. What matters most is not intensity for one day, but steadiness across many days. Don't try to be emotionally charged. If you are emotionally charged, then second day, third day, you may not be able to bring that same emotionally charged. You will feel like momentum is lost and feel like giving up and you will drop. No. Requirement is emotionally present, not emotionally being charged. I'll give you the final secret. Here is one important way to deepen the practice, sadhana. After completing your writing, your sankalpa or repetition, take a moment to acknowledge one thing you are grateful for in your life. Surely something you wanted has manifested in your life. You are still alive. That itself is a great thing. After Corona, still you are alive. You should be grateful. Gratitude helps soften your mind and open your heart, emotionally present, and builds Shraddha. It keeps you grounded in the good that is already present in your life. It also prevents the practice from becoming strained, desperate, or impatient. When gratitude is added to intention, the entire practice becomes more balanced and more nourishing. Gratitude reminds you that transformation grows best in a mind that is both focused and thankful. If you commit Trikala Sandhya for 21 days, you may begin to notice meaningful changes. Do 21 days, I guarantee you will see meaningful changes. These changes may appear not only in the outer circumstances, but also in your. You may also find that you respond to life with shift usually begins within. Trigala Sandhya is simple yet powerful daily discipline of intention, repetition, and inner alignment. It teaches you to begin the day with clarity, continue the day with awareness, end the day with trust. It turns a single affirmation, Satya Sankalpa, into a living thread that runs your entire day, Nithya Sankalpa. It helps transform not only what you focus on, but also how you think, feel, and alive and live. If you are ready to begin, all you need is a notebook. Just pick up your notebook right now and your Atmalinga. All of you, please pick up your notebook and Atmalinga. One clear intention and the willingness to stay consistent. Start with the sincerity, emotionally present. Continue with the discipline, Shraddha, and allow the practice to grow naturally within you, organically. The key to transformation may be much closer, simpler, and more personal than you imagined. So, pick up your Atmalinga and paper and pen, notebook. Start right now. The intention, the Sankalpa can be even 1 page long, no problem. Write as detailed, clear, but repeat the same by being emotionally present. Blessings to every one of you. Blessings.
To understand what is not yoga. Yoga is not just moving your body. Yoga is not just concentrating your mind. Yoga is the ultimate happening. Please understand.
Strong cognitions exploding into your system and changing your whole brain's alchemy, putting you in the space beyond any description and release such intense ecstasy into your system is yoga from my experience. The postures, stretching your body, everything is to align your system to retain that alchemy experience. What I am teaching as Nithyananda Yoga is not one more brand yoga, it is the yoga.
First, you need to understand what is not yoga. Yoga is not just moving your body. Yoga is not just concentrating your mind. Yoga is the ultimate happening. Please understand.
Strong cognitions exploding into your system and changing your whole brain's alchemy, putting you in the space beyond any description and release such intense ecstasy into your system is yoga from my experience. The postures, stretching your body, everything is to align your system to retain that alchemy experience. What I am teaching as Nithyananda Yoga is not one more brand yoga, it is the yoga.
First, you need to understand what is not yoga. Yoga is not just moving your body. Yoga is not just concentrating your mind. Yoga is the ultimate happening. Please understand.
Strong cognitions exploding into your system and changing your whole brain's alchemy, putting you in the space beyond any description and release such intense ecstasy into your system is yoga from my experience. The postures, stretching your body, everything is to align your system to retain that alchemy experience. What I am teaching as Nithyananda Yoga is not one more brand yoga, it is the yoga.
First, you need to understand what is not yoga. Yoga is not just moving your body. Yoga is not just concentrating your mind. Yoga is the ultimate happening. Please understand.
Strong cognitions exploding into your system and changing your whole brain's alchemy, putting you in the space beyond any description and release such intense ecstasy into your system is yoga from my experience. The postures, stretching your body, everything is to align your system to retain that alchemy experience. What I am teaching as Nithyananda Yoga is not one more brand yoga. It is the yoga.
First, you need to understand what is not yoga. Yoga is not just moving your body. Yoga is not just concentrating your mind. Yoga is the ultimate happening. Please understand.
Strong cognitions exploding into your system and changing your whole brain's alchemy, putting you in the space.
Nithyananda.
Yes. So that was a very powerful revelation Swamiji spoke on surrender and regardless Satya. And I would like to request all the viewers, uh, those of you who's watching us live right now across various different social media platforms, to please post in the live comment section your experience. Has been the, I think the third day Swamiji has given this revelation on the Kailasa. So I request all of you to go ahead, post the comment section, your experience on this day. How many of you, like what Swamiji said, don't be emotionally charged when you are writing, when you are doing the Kailasa, but be emotionally present. Be emotionally present when you are writing the Kailasa. So I would like to request all the viewers, how is it is going for each and every one of you each time when you're writing, right? You're writing 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times in the night. And how is it that's going for all of you? As all of us are in the 21 journey to continuously do the Trikala Sandhya every single day. And you will see how Swamiji said that it will simply manifest as a reality.
And at this point, we also would like to remind each of you that we have the International Yoga Day coming up on the 21st of June. And we have the International Yoga Day Challenge. And the deadline for the challenge is coming up in just a few hours. So if you have not already submitted your videos, do take a moment to record yourself and submit your videos for the International Yoga Day competition as we prepare ourselves for a very special darshan and the live satsang of Bhagavan on the day of on the International Yoga Day, which falls on the 21st of June. And we also have the Guru Purnima celebrations coming up on the 29th of July. We have the Guru Purnima celebrations. And the next Paramashiva Sena program is happening from the 1st of July to the 1st of August. And you can register for the next Paramashiva Sena program by visiting ecitizen.info/PSS, where you can literally, whatever you learned in the satsang today, whatever you heard in the satsang today, practically applying it in your day-to-day life and literally completely taking 31 days of your life to delete and rewrite your life as you want and completely changing the inner blueprint of life, your blueprint of manifestation. So your life comes back and you are able to manifest life the way you want. That's actually the main purpose of you visiting the Paramashiva Sena program.
So once again, so all the viewers, all the participants, and or those of you who are watching us, we would like to welcome each and every one of you for the Paramashivam in our program. This 30-day program, give 1 month exclusively for yourself, where you can get to experiment of all these beautiful revelations Swamiji is giving for all of you and how to practically implement it in your life. The Paramashiva Sena program is kind of like a laboratory where you get to test, these very different truths. So you can experience it, experiment in yourself, and how the truth that Swamiji is giving is actually the deep practical solution what you're experiencing in our life. So with that said, we will now entering into the power manifestation session. So today for all the participants, we have all of you the power of third eye reading, which all of us which are going to be which all of us are going to manifest.
Mahavadya.
So
Spiritual.
So I request all of you to please have your eye bands ready for this manifestation. So we are going to be projecting an image for all of you to scan and see through the third eye. So, so now let's get into the power manifestation. So the Shastra Pramana for this power is taken from the Vijnana Tantra, Sutra 31 Dharana 8, where Bhagavan Paramashiva says, Taya Puya Subodhantam
Bhakvanukshepasetuna Nirvikalpam Padakritva Sarvotre Sarvagotamaha.
The meaning goes, let form be filled with the essence of life breath to crown of head. Cross the life breath penetrating with one point attention at the bridge red center of the eyebrows. The third eye. Let mind be beyond the moment of thoughts. Nirvikalpam Mana. In that all arise accepting state of Shiva showers the light, vision of all pervadingness. The next is the Apta Pramana, which is taken from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, verse 8, where Bhagavan Sri Krishna says to Arjuna, Datumam shakyase drashtum anenaiva svachakshusham
Divyam dadami te chakshuhu Pashyame yogamaishwaram.
Bhagavan Krishna says very beautifully to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form. With this is a Kailasa pure. Therefore I grant to divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. In the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna initiates Arjuna the power of third eye to behold Sri Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan. The 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita contains the detailed description of Bhagavan Sri Krishna's cosmic form, as it is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Sri Krishna through the third eye. And next is the Atma Pramana, Swamiji's own experience on the science. In Swamiji's own words, Swamiji shares, the first experience that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree in direction, below me, everything. I realized not that I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience. I'm actually now sitting and describing that whole experience. And any point which I left out, which I have not yet described. So here Swamiji is saying that I felt the skin of the stone on which I was sitting and the skin of this body both carried me equally. In both I exist equally. The air, the breeze, the setting sun, the rising moon, the whole Arunachala hill, all the plants, bush, shrubs, trees, everything became so alive. The idea that something is inside and something is outside is completely lost. The first I was able to see all the 10 directions, the 360 degree, the next moment itself I realized not that I'm able to see, I'm able to experience all of that as me. So this beautifully in Swamiji's own life, Swamiji saying how Swamiji experienced this power manifestation. And with that said, we will now enter into the power manifestation. So now I request all the viewers to please close your eyes with the eye band. Sit with your head, thick and spine in a straight line. Remember Swamiji in Eternal, and remember the powerful cognition what Swamiji said today about surrender. In being the intense space of surrender, as it is surrender is going to make you manifest whatever you want as slowly start chanting the Mahavakya things.
Paramashivam. 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 Nithyananda. Paramashivam.
And now we'll be projecting an image for all of you.
Paramashivam. Mahavakya, spiritual lullaby for samadhi, and Suprabhata, wake up call, wake up song for Paramashiva. For Paramashiva to manifest.
Now, for all the participants and all the blind
With
people,
this one
we're going to be
spiritual
projecting
powerful
images for all of
cognition, chant Om. Om. Mahavakya, spiritual lullaby for samadhi, and Suprabhata, wake up call, wake up song for Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om. Nithyananda. Paramashivam. Om. Nithyananda. Paramashivam. Om. Nithyananda. Paramashivam. Om. Nithyananda. Paramashivam. Om. Paramashivam. Om. Nithyananda. Paramashivam. Om. Nithyananda. Paramashivam. Om. Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Yes. Now, I request all viewers and all the participants, please slowly open your eyes, relax yourself. And
Please put in the chat what Bhagavan revealed to you through your third eye. Whatever colors you saw, whatever visualizations you saw, whatever images, colors, numbers, letters, whatever came up in your third eye, please put it here in the chat, in the YouTube live chat, under this live stream. Please do mention. And all the participants here in Kailasa Kinibizam and Kailasa Thronamala, you can also say what is it that appeared to you in your third eye. You can speak up from wherever you are. What is it that appeared to you in your third eye?
any colors, or did you hear anything? Did you smell anything? Sometimes you can taste or feel it also. So don't just be limited to okay what I saw. Okay? Can be anything. Like for example, you could have felt something sharp poking you, or you might have heard something, or you might have. So I request all of you to please, request all participants to post what is it that you experience during the manifestation. What is it that Swamiji revealed to you? So now we'll be revealing the answers for all the participants. So what we posted was an image of Trishul.
Mahavadya.
So you can see over here, this is the image which we projected for all of you. The image of Trishul. So actually it's a painting, an art drawing of Trishul with Rudraksha and some flowers on it. Yes.
So whoever got, you are able to see the colors, Rudrakshas, Trishul, related to Paramashiva, Swamiji, anything related to that, you can post it as your response in the YouTube comments, under the YouTube comments, under this live video. How many of you were able to exactly see this, manifest this power? You are able to see the Trishul, the image, the colors, or associated images, associated words. Please do put it as a comment under the live feed. And with that, we come to the conclusion of the power manifestation session. And we would again like to remind every one of you about the International Yoga Day coming up on the 21st of June. And just a few hours, we hardly have few hours for the deadline of the International Yoga Day Challenge. And we had shared with you before the satsang the different various levels in which you can participate in the International Yoga Day Challenge, the advanced, intermediate, advanced, intermediary, and beginners level. And we would like to ensure that all of you got a chance to submit your videos, submit your videos for the International Yoga Day Challenge. Don't miss it, even if you have not done it so far. It hardly takes like 15 to 20 minutes. You can do quickly the 5 asanas. All you have to do is just hold for 15 seconds. And what has been your experience doing these?
Um, my personal experience doing all the asanas, actually doing the Nithyananda yoga, I would say just start doing Nithyananda yoga, you start experiencing a lots of breakthroughs in your life. Like personally for me as an acharya who's conducting yoga live in the Paramashivam program and also for the viewers. As an acharya, I feel I get a lots of breakthroughs just by yoga itself, in my body, doing many of the complicated asanas. Like to give an example, like I can do. I was like I'm a person where I'm more flexible on my left side, so I can do many of the complicated asana only on my left side. But what Swamiji says, like the 12 components, the visualization of components also is there. So so one day I just visualized myself doing the same posture on my right side as well. And as soon as I visualized, immediately the body aligned. I was able to do the posture on my right side. So that is when, so it's like, I would say Nithyananda Yoga, if you do all the 12 components, you will see at the end of the day, some breakthrough you manifest in your life, especially in your body. You'll be able to experience some breakthrough happening in the yoga itself.
And the Nithyananda Yoga, the way Swamiji has designed and revived the original, traditional, authentic form of yoga, it is not just for flexibility, strength, but Nithyananda Yoga is for power manifestation. So when you do the yogasanas with all the 12 components as revived and revealed by Bhagavan, you will see that you are able to manifest extraordinary powers. With just by doing Nithyananda Yoga, you will see you'll be able to manifest all the powers of third eye, body scanning, remote vision, so many more powers as effortless manifestation in your life. And many of us may not even be able to link how moving my body and doing all these asanas is actually going to help in power manifestation. But that is the real and the true purpose of yoga as defined by Bhagavan Paramashiva in the Agamas. So it is for power manifestation on the body flexibility, your body, coming to a shape, losing extra fat. All these are only very minuscule side effects of yoga, but the real purpose of yoga is you experiencing, living, radiating the state, space, powers, and the very being of Paramashiva himself. And that's what Swamiji is reviving through the Nithyananda Yoga. So the true and traditional authentic form of yoga helps you manifest these extraordinary powers. So we would like to invite you all, learn and practice the authentic form of yoga, be excited and do share it with your near and dear ones. You can even invite your colleagues and friends to participate in this yoga challenge so that they have a good introduction to Nithyananda Yoga by participating in this yoga challenge. And we also wanted to, share with you about the Paramashiva Sena program that's happening here in Kailasa, Guinea Bissau, which is where we are speaking to you live from, and also in Kailasa, Thiruvannamalai. And the July Paramashiva Sena program is just coming up. And for those of you who are considering, is this for me? Should I go? We have seen as we see the participants going through the batch by batch, going through the Paramashiva Sena program, the amount of transformation that they are experiencing, especially now over the past few months, the techniques, the powerful processes Swamiji has given, all of them is now being integrated into the Paramashiva Sena program to give you a comprehensive experience and to completely change your the blueprint of your life. So as you come, the 31 days you go through intense levels of completion and deleting and rewriting your past. So who you will be at the end of the program is somebody who is completely disconnected from what you know as you, but an awakened consciousness, which is fully empowered, awakened to be a Paramashiva's direct expression out there in the world. And when Swamiji is speaking about the Trikana Satya, right, he is giving us the technology collapse time. When Bhagavan is speaking about surrender, he is giving us the technology collapse ego. Paramashiva is where you apply these technologies to transform yourself and make a positive difference to the world. And this program is for all those who are done with just personal growth, who understand that enlightenment is not a private achievement, it is a planetary responsibility, who feel the call to protect and revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma not as a concept but as a living reality.
And in the Paramashiva program, you become a living shield where you're protecting the teachings from distortion with you are actually becoming part of the 40 plus, actually, like over the 49 years of Swamiji's hard work of reviving these sciences back to its originality. And also you become a living transmitter where you're radiating the awakened consciousness. And at the end, you become a living revolutionary where you're creating the enlightened ecosystem here and for each and every single one back in your homes. So Paramashiva Sena is like Swamiji says that Paramashiva Sena or Paramashiva Sena members are nothing but an extension of me. And one thing I remember Swamiji said, well, as a devotee, you will know me. But when you attend the Paramashiva Sena program, I know you. I get to know you personally and you become part. You have an opportunity to become part of Kailasa's parliamentary system, which is the only most harmonically run parliamentary, run according to principles of our Hindu Dharma Shastras and
the responsible democratic system, where people who are taking a responsibility for a specific initiative, they are the ones who get to vote on that initiative, vote for that department, vote for that ministry. So Swamiji is reviving the original responsible democratic system as was implemented and was very much in practice in the Sanatana Hindu Dharma, in our constitutions, in our uh, uh, samasthanas. Now that is also being revived through the ancient parliamentary system, Kailasa's parliamentary system.
So if you want to know about the parliamentary system of Kailasa, you can go ahead, please go ahead and ask the Ask Nithyananda AI. Any questions on the Paramashiva Sena or on becoming a Rajya Sabha member or becoming a Chit Sabha member, if you have any questions on it, you can go ahead and ask in the Ask Nithyananda AI and Swamiji will explain to you how the parliamentary system of Kailasa is run and what is it to be a Rajya Sabha member of Kailasa.
And also would like to remind you and invite each and every one of you for the very, very, very special Guru Purnima celebrations coming up on the 29th of July, where we are going to be having various festivities, Tekshapala Puja offering, the Tulabaram offering, the live satsang of Bhagavan, and also the secret sannyas initiations. As many of us may be aware, Purnima is not just a festival, it is a day where the cosmos itself goes down to the Guru Tattva. And it happens on a full moon day, the Purnima day in the Ashada month, representing the mind at its peak luminosity, ready to receive the Guru's grace. And it is on this Guru Purnima day, the veil between the Guru and the disciple becomes transparent. The Guru's consciousness pours onto us like a moonlight flooding a dark room. And this is not symbolic, it is an actual cosmic download. We don't just celebrate Guru Purnima, where we become Guru Purnima. Literally, the full moon outside mirrors the awakened mind inside. The Guru's grace is not given, it is recognized, and it is on this day that recognition of Guru's grace happens spontaneously.
So Guru Purnima is when you remember, Guru is not a person. The Guru is the eye that sees itself in you. The light that illuminates your darkness. The silence that speaks to all the words. This is the day to offer not flowers, but your ego. Not rituals, but your resistance. Not just worship, but your willingness to be transformed. So when you sit in Swamiji's presence on the auspicious day of Guru Purnima, you're not just doing puja alone, you're allowing the puja to happen to you. The Guru's grace becomes a fire that burns all your karmas. the Guru's words becomes a nectar that awakens your soul. And this is why in Kailasa, Guru Purnima is not a day, it's every single day, because all of us have tasted this grace where you live in the presence of Swamiji, where each and every single day is living in Swamiji's presence, where he showers tremendous love, compassion on you, for you to drop your ego, drop your identity, and realize your true identity, which is you are nothing but Swamiji. You are Paramashivam. So with that said, we would like to thank all the viewers, all the participants joining us for today's satsang, and we would like to invite you back again for tomorrow's satsang as well. So let us now offer our gratitude at Swamiji's feet and conclude the session with the Purnima. Om Purnamada Damidam Purnat Namudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padakar Paramastu. Om Nithyananda. Thank you all. Nithyananda.
is just tired of being tired and wants to do something new in his life, I encourage you to come and try PSS. Make it happen for your life. You're not gonna regret it. You're gonna love it and you're gonna do it for yourself.
When I arrived here, I was in a very, very dark space, very pessimistic, but now there's this love inside of me, there's this joy inside of me, and the belief systems are changing, so all of a sudden opportunities are everywhere.
I've been learning the yoga from other sources previously, but the Swamiji's yoga is the only place from authentic source. It's really, really different. Also enjoying the pure vegetarian, organic, sattvic foods.
This special yoga makes my body more flexible, and Swamiji is teaching me what is intensity, what is integrity, and what is discipline.
Before coming, I twisted my left wrist during basketball game, and I barely can use my left hand. After few training, my hand can sustain my body weight, and
Shri Kailasonnata Dvadashanta Shyamala Pitharudha Shri Meenakshi Sundareshwara Bhinnaswarupa Parashiva Putra Ratna Kumara Gurumanya Tulyavatara Shri Parvati Stanyapana Labdha Divya Jnana Vishruta Sakala Nigama Gamasara Bhuta Dravida Veda Pravaktre Shrimat Paramashiva Karuna Samadhigata Mukta Maya Chaturashrayana Giyamana Chatra Chamara Shri Chinha Kahaladi Samasta Birada Valyalankrita ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनां अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।